Yo, this is Mario from shockingfit.com. I'm here in Stockholm, Sweden, and today I want to talk about the 3 shock methods how to promote new muscle growth when you reach a plateau in your training. This is a question I get a lot. What do I use personally to make my muscles grow when they hit a plateau? I've been training for a while now. If you've been training for a while, you realize that you cannot always get the same amount of growth as when you started out. So you need to reintroduce some new stimulants, something that will kind of shock the muscle, something that the muscle needs to adapt to ensure that it's still growing. These are my 3 personal favorites that I use every once in a while. Can't use them always, but they're extremely effective. Method number 1 is drop sets. I'm sure you heard of it, but I'm not sure if you've done it, and if you haven't, you better start doing it because it's one of the best methods you can do to promote growth. So pretty much how it works is like when you finish a set, you're gonna grab the weights, you're gonna continue doing the set with less weight. Then when you fail at that point, you're gonna put those weights down, you're gonna pick up new weights, you're gonna continue working the set until you reach the end, which is complete failure. So you cannot do this obviously every workout, but it's very effective in a sense that you don't allow your muscles to rest at all, because you're pretty much just, by the time you drop the weight, you're picking up new weight and you continue hammering it. And that is extremely effective. So you can do this 4-5 stages depending on what is your starting weight. For example, if you pick up 20 kg dumbbells in each hand, you're gonna put them down, you're gonna take 15s, you're gonna continue doing the set, you're gonna drop the 15s, you're gonna take the 10s, you're gonna continue doing the set, drop the 10s, doing the 5s. By the time you reach the 5 kg, it's gonna feel a lot heavier than the 20 which you started with. It's a very effective method. Definitely incorporate it in your training. I personally like to use drop set for my leg workouts and for my arm workouts. I don't use it for the chest because it's a little bit messy. When you're doing bench press, you can't really by the time I return the bench press and I put another weight, release some plates, then it's already been enough rest for me to make the drop set less effective. So if you want to make the drop set effective, it has to be something that you can instantly drop and pick up new weights, or you can just easily switch on the machine or something where you can easily switch to new weights and you can reduce that tension and then you can continue the set. So it can't be any rest between. That's what makes it effective. That's why you cannot use it for every single exercise. You need to pick an exercise where this applies. Second method that I really enjoy, it's called intra-set stretching. I actually haven't seen many people do this, and it gave me an idea from old school bodybuilders when I was watching videos from Arnold Schwarzenegger, when I was watching videos from Frank Zane, Tom Platz, and all the old school legendary bodybuilders. So they used to do this all the time. So when you finish a set, instead of resting and just looking at your phone, looking around the gym or doing whatever the hell you're doing, you're gonna be stretching that muscle group. This creates the most intense pump you will ever have in your entire life, and I personally love to use this for the chest workout. So when I, for example, finish a set of bench press, I'll instantly go into a set of flies, but it's not gonna be a set of reps, it's just gonna be one single stretch where I'm gonna hold the stretch for a minute or 2, and then I'm gonna go straight into the next set. So this stretching position will create a lot of tension in the muscle, and then when you drop that and continue the next set, it's gonna build up that blood. It's gonna be extremely pumped, and this way you're gonna be completely shocking your muscles. They will not know what the hell is going on because you probably never did it before. It makes it very effective. The third method, which is actually coming here from Scandinavia, I believe his name is Björk from Norway, and his method is called myo-reps. So myo-reps is something that has not been used before. I haven't ever heard about it, and it's just something recent that was discovered, quote unquote, in the last few years. So pretty much how it goes is you have one set, which is called the activation set, where you reach complete failure, and after that set, you will go into the next set with the same weight, and then you're gonna reach failure in like 5-6 reps instead of 30 that it took you for the first set. So here's an example of how I personally incorporate this into my training. So for example, I'm doing barbell curls for my biceps. So I'll pick a weight that I'm gonna be failing around 25 to 30 reps. It's usually around 30 kg if I do curls with perfect technique. So I'm gonna take the bar and I'm gonna do 25 reps, 30 reps. It's gonna be failure. I'm gonna take the bar down and I'm gonna just take 2 or 3 deep breaths. So not a lot of rest. It has to be less than 5 seconds. I'm gonna leave that to the ground and I'm already reached failure. So I couldn't possibly move any more reps. And I'm gonna put it down, I'm gonna rest for 2, 3 breaths, and I'm gonna pick up the weight again, and I'm gonna go to failure again. And this time, it's gonna take me maybe like 5 to 6 reps to reach that failure, instead of 30 as was the first set. So in essence, what you're doing is you're trying to extend the set, but only in the most difficult part of the set. So the last few reps of that 30 rep set, which was the activation set, were the most difficult, and you can say like those are the reps that count the most, because by the end of the set you're pretty much recruited all your muscle fibers, all your motor units. Your muscle is completely burned out, it cannot do any more work. You need to give it a little bit of rest. Just put it down, breathe a little bit, and then pick up the bar again and continue doing the curls for 5, 6 reps. When you fail again, leave it down again, and you do that again. You breathe 3 times, 4 times, bam, again for 5, 6 reps. You do this, let's say for 4 reps plus for 4 sets plus the activation set, you're gonna feel that your arms your biceps is gonna be completely destroyed. Like you never felt it like this ever, because it's not something that you probably heard of, you've probably never done it before. It's gonna be something completely new, and it's an amazing way to shock your biceps into new growth. I know I got a lot of questions by people, how do you get your biceps to grow? Because my biceps is never sore, my biceps never grows. Well, you need to shock it, you need to introduce new stimulants. You cannot be doing the same old, and it just doesn't work. So here's the key lesson if you want to incorporate these 3 methods in your training, which I'm sure you want to. The key lesson is do not do it every single workout. I see this a lot. I mean, someone discovers drop sets and all of their workout is like full of drop sets. Like every single fucking exercise is all of a sudden a drop set. You can do this, it will only work if you do it every, let's say 3 to 4 weeks, if you do it on one single exercise for one muscle group. You cannot be shocking all the body parts and shocking every single fucking workout, because at the end, it's a default. It's no longer a method, it's like a default state, and your muscles will adapt, because they adapt very, very fast. So within 2 workouts, you're gonna be pretty much adapted, and it's gonna be a lot less effective. And that's why you wanna keep it effective, and in that sense, you wanna make sure that you're not using it at least 3 workouts between when you try one of these methods. And you can hammer it pretty hard, but basically. You can do like drop sets. I personally do them for like 3 weeks. If I haven't done them for like 3 months, I'm gonna do like every single week, I'm gonna do let's call it like a drop set block of training, but I'm not good for the same muscle group. I'm gonna do drop sets, let's say in the first workout, I'm gonna do it for the biceps. Second workout, I'm gonna do a drop set for my pull-ups. I'm gonna do it for, then I'm gonna try to do it for the triceps. And in that way, I'm not gonna fuck up my training, because I'm doing all different muscle groups, so I'm not gonna be over-exhausting one, be completely hammering it with the same method. And this is something you can also try out, and in general, just play around with it. There's no rules when it comes to using these methods and how you're gonna incorporate them. It just pretty much, you have to see what works for you and how you're gonna incorporate it into your training. And that's all what I had for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm hoping you're gonna see some amazing results from using these methods. I personally found that they helped me a lot overcome my plateaus in the gym, which after a while you really reach a lot of plateaus. It's very hard to stimulate muscle growth, as you know. For a natural, it's a bit difficult, but it is definitely possible. As always, if you like the video, make sure to like the video below. Leave a comment if you have tried one of these before and how they worked out for you. If you haven't, leave a comment below how you want to incorporate them into your training. If you have any questions as well, how to make this work, how does it work in detail, always hit me up below. Happy to answer that. And subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like these, and enjoy your day. Have a good one. Peace from Sweden, Stockholm.